So I finally found a new project. I'm going to miniaturize the game Mastermind. Mastermind is a board game played with two people, a code maker and a code breaker. As you can probably guess, the code maker makes a code, and the code breaker has to guess it, while the code maker gives them hints. Now, I have kind of an idea of what I want right now. I've got buttons here, basically connected back to the microcontroller, and then an RGB LED. The tricky part is I'm using this Adafruit trinket, and it only has 5 in-out pins. So I have to do it with 5 pins, and then I'm going to solder the whole thing to a proto board and cut the board out and stick it inside an enclosure. I'm thinking about 3D printing one so that I could have these nice button covers, and then just pretty much connect the whole thing. Maybe use a rechargeable battery. That'd be nice. And then it's gonna be able to fit in the palm of your hand. So this is the first step of my Mastermind game. But here's how it works right now. I have a debouncing sequence, so I can hold a button and nothing happens. And then if I press 3 buttons, it just displays what I did. So if I press the third button 3 times, it'll say 222. I think I pressed an extra, yeah, I did an extra time there. So I'll press the top button and go 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0. Basically, it just goes through an array and stores the variables in that. I might change that into colors, maybe, like different colors, but right now the numbers are fine. And I want to use this reverse RGB LED to display output. So if it's got 2 errors, like in the game Mastermind, it would blink red twice, or not. If it's got 2 things in the right place, it would blink red twice. If it's got something in the wrong place, then it would blink. I think I'm going to tinker with that idea a bit more because Mastermind has 2 or 4 buttons and this game only has 3. So it might make it a bit more difficult. Or I could use like less turns or something. I don't know. Okay, so this is a continuation of my Mastermind game. I've set it up with array variables now, so I can set it to any length. I'm thinking about maybe increasing the difficulty or something. So like if you wanted to do it with 10 numbers instead of just 3 or 10 possible answers. Like in Mastermind you have 4 possible answers. I don't know, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here. Anyways, so it works pretty much the same way. So I put in 1, 1, 1. The correct answer is 0, 0, 0. I have it set up to do random answers, but I haven't put that in yet because it'd be kind of hard to test right now. And it says I got 0 correct, so I could do 2, 2, 2. You got 0 correct, but I could do 0, 0, 0, 2, and then I got 3 correct. So what I did is I pretty much just had a variable here, int numRight equals array length, and then I subtract 1 for each I got wrong, and then I display that number. And that's supposed to help you solve the puzzle, like in Mastermind, and you know the number you got right. Okay, so I just tested it with the random number generator, and I got it to work pretty well with just 3 numbers. I'm thinking about doing like a turn system, like you only have 8 turns to solve a puzzle or something, and then the difficulty counter. Okay, so I just baked the turn system into the code, and I'm going to test that out. Start with a pretty simple one, 0, 0, 0. You have 7 turns left. You start with 8 turns. It subtracts 1 unless you solve it. That way, if you're on your last turn, it doesn't automatically disqualify you. 1, 1, 1. You have 6 turns left. I got 2 correct, so let's try 2, 2, 0, I guess. You got 0 correct, so I know the answer is 1, 1, 2. So let's test this out. 4 turns, 2 turns, one turn. So the answer is 1, 1, 2. So let's try that. 1, 1, 2. Ta-da! And then it generates a new code. It's completely different. And right now it's 27, I think, different possibilities. And then whatever 3 to the power of 4 is for array length. I'm thinking about using a potentiometer to set array length, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. Still have to work on that. Okay, so I've made a few modifications. The first one is I have an LED to display output, because obviously I can't connect this to a computer screen all the time. Let me show you just how that works. So I'll reset the game. It flashes yellow 3 times to signify that it's generating 3 numbers for the first code. So we'll try 1, 1, 1. Okay, 2 were right, because it flashed red twice, so let's try 2, 2, 2. 1 was right, so let's try 1, 1, 2. 1 was right there, so let's try 2, 1, 1. 1, 2, 1. And it was right all the way, so it's going to turn green and hold green. And it flashes yellow 4 times because it's gone up another difficulty level. That's one of the things I added. And then if I get it wrong, all the way, I'm just going to keep pressing this one. You have 8 turns to get the whole thing right. Oh, I think I screwed it up. Anyway, it should have turned red. Oh, and look, there's a problem. It would have turned red, but I have it set to green. So I will just fix that. But as you can see, everything is working pretty much a-okay. And I have 1, 2, 3. So 3, 4, 5 pins hooked up. So I should be okay to put this on a smaller microcontroller, which is my plan from the beginning, to make like a tiny handheld game.